Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video on the zeroroman channel. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a fine morning. No, it's like about 1 p.m. but I was supposed to record this in the morning. Had a bunch of problems trying to find somewhere to sit. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today, I've got a tipped cigarillo. And today I was feeling a bit hungry, you know what I'm talking about. And so, I wanted this video to be a start of a little cigarette mini-series here on the channel. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Frosted motherfucking Flakes. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what I realized? We are in 2025, okay? Like imagine, the setting is 1911, right? You go up to a pedestrian and you say the phrase, Frosted Flakes and Cigarillos. I guarantee you that that person would think that you're trying to cast some type of spell on him. This is some wizard shit, alright? I swear to God, people would stone you to death if they heard that. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, we're in 2025. And today we've got the breakfast of champions, motherfucker. Not overnight oats, not eggs, not that healthy wellness bullshit. Ladies and gentlemen, sugar and nicotine. Let's get straight to it. Now, a lot of you guys might say, why are you smoking while eating? Doesn't that ruin the taste? But let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. This is the balance of life, okay? This is the sweetness of life in one hand, and the bitter burn of it in the other. The yin and yang. Salvation and sin. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got 2% milk. They didn't have 3%, so we might have to stick with this one for the rest of the day. Boom. Fill that hoe to the brim. You know what the fuck I'm saying. Let's take a bite. First, you want that crunchy bite. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Now let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. For a lot of you guys, cereal might be something very nostalgic, right? Something that you grew up with. Maybe it reminds you of those Saturday mornings where you had zero responsibilities, out with your friends, watching cartoons. But let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't grow up with cereal. Imagine it like this, yeah? Imagine you were a 4,000-year-old vampire, okay? And while in your slumber for the rest of the decade, you wake up in 2025 on a Monday morning and you discover Frosted Flakes. That's kind of where I'm at with cereals. And I never really grew up on cereals. I grew up on the shits and dirts of Erbil, Iraq, motherfucker. I would eat anything I could get my hands on. So for me, this is like caveman discovering fire. You know what the fuck I'm saying? Pure bliss, pure aroma, motherfucker. Now listen up, let's dive into statistics, alright? Frosted Flakes is the only cereal that tastes like its mascot. Do you know what I'm saying? Frosted Flakes is the only cereal that is accurate to the feeling of its mascot, Tony the motherfucking tiger, still smiling like he knows some esoteric knowledge. What does he know that I don't, motherfucker? Look at him, what is he so happy about? Anyways, if you think of other cereals, like, for example, Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa Puffs aren't very accurate to the vibe of its mascot, which I think is Sonny the cuckoo bird. But Frosted Flakes is so accurate to Tony the motherfucking tiger. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. If you could take a bite into flexibility, into elasticity, yeah, if you could take a bite into flexibility, elasticity, wild energy, but at the same time that crunch, that speed of a tiger, this is the perfect cereal. Now, the sogginess factor is definitely very good. When it comes to sogginess, I'll give it a 7.8 out of 10 because it does go soft quite quickly. But there are still those crunchy bits and kind of hardened cereal flakes that still hit now and then. I feel like Frosted Flakes is one of the best sugary cereals of all time, obviously. Alongside the grrreats, alongside the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, alongside Cap'n Crunch. But I feel like 2% milk doesn't really do this cereal justice. I feel like it's way better with 3% milk. obviously, cereal isn't very healthy, and this is in no way a paid promotion or marketing for Frosted Flakes, but it is completely useless. I'm gonna be honest with you. Every cereal is completely useless, and I strongly encourage everyone who watches this video to be on a healthy diet and to not indulge into these types of sweets and junk food, essentially. But man, this just hits. You can't argue with that fact. Other ways, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I decided to start off with Frosted Flakes in this kind of mukbang cereal mini-series here on the channel is because, quite honestly, I feel like the same reasons that I explained with its mascot, with its overall aesthetic precision when it comes to a cereal, it's just so great. And like I say, I was never in the world of cereals. This is something completely new to me. And quite honestly, I'm not sure how you guys feel about cereals, but it's just so good, man. And it always just hits the right spot, no matter if it's 8 in the morning, if it's 3 in the afternoon, or if it's 10 p.m., or if it's midnight. You can really never go wrong with cereal. Especially one like Frosted Flakes. Other ways, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what else you'd like me to check out in a future video. Any other cereal recommendations, or any other food in general, because I quite honestly feel like a lot of people eat food. No shit, obviously. The whole world, consisting of 8 billion people, eat food. And it's very surprising because, quite honestly, not a lot of people smoke. And I want this channel to cater to everybody. Not just the cigarette smokers, not just the shisha smokers, not just the weed smokers, but everybody, every single human on this planet Earth. Do you understand what I'm saying? Other ways, ladies and gentlemen, Tony the Tiger is still smiling. Probably because he knows that I'm gonna light another one after this. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already given Frosted Flakes a try, please make sure to do. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.